People in the UK right now are upset, they're fearful, they're frustrated, and they are angry. A feeling that the country has slipped out of their hands. The trust in Starmer, in the Labour Party, has completely collapsed. And from the news I'm hearing, it's even looking like the MPs around him have lost faith and trust in him. We've spoke about a military coup, but that may not even be needed. But do we need the military on the streets and the borders of the UK? We're going to cover all this in today's video. We're going to cover what does it mean to be British, our traditions and our cultures, and how we need to remain positive and keep the fight going. Obviously, non-violently. So many issues in the UK right now. The biggest one that everyone is talking about is the British borders. We've got people coming in through trucks, and a majority of them coming in on small boats crossing the English Channel. Like we've just got open borders. Everyone is welcome. Come on in. And the British public are not happy about it. We cannot sustain it, and they worry for the safety of their children, their family, their friends, and their colleagues. Crime is rising. We know that for sure, especially in the major cities. Videos are constantly out there of knife attacks, people with machetes and swords. Sexual assaults are constantly happening to our daughters, our mums, our friends and our families. Women just do not feel safe walking down the street at night or even in the broad daylight. The migrant hotels. The British people just want to be heard and they want to be put first. It is their country. Once again, it doesn't matter where you've come from, your gender, your race, your religion. If you are British, if you are living in Britain, we all just want the same for everyone. We want our voices heard and we want our safety. But they're putting the illegal migrants' rights before the British people. People have had enough. And then you go into the cost of living crisis. Everything is just going up weekly. Weekly. You watch your food bill go up, your energy costs go up, fuel. We're taxed ridiculous amounts. And I'm sure that the majority of you feel that the government doesn't understand, which is weird, what it actually means to be British, what people are fighting for, why people are raising the colours, raising those flags. It's not about racism. It's not about religion. It's not about sexism. It's about just being proud of who you are and where you come from or where you currently live. If you have migrated to the UK, and you have adopted British society, British culture, you should all be proud to live here and raise the flags. And it feels like the government doesn't understand what that means. So what is it we want? What do the British people want? They want secure borders. You're never going to stop them coming. There's always going to be a few that gets through. But the issue is the numbers that are coming through are unsustainable, because we are not returning them at even close enough to the same rate that they are arriving. The process is slow, it's long, they've got solicitors, the appeal process, the European of Human Rights. People just want to know that they feel safe and secure in their own country, in their own communities. And with that, they want a sense of security. So stop defunding the police. Make sure they are doing their job. They're arresting the actual criminals, sorry, my tongue still, instead of going and to arresting or speaking to people for stupid crimes such as free speech. Let's get more police on the streets. Let's prevent these knife crimes. Let's prevent possible car rammings. And if you have to, get the military in. And I know a lot of soldiers will not like that out there, because they don't want to lose their leave. They're most probably working enough as it is, but it's about protecting our country as well. You sign the oath to the king or queen, to the king recently, protect the country, protect its citizens, protect the royal family, foreign and domestic. Maybe we do need to get a much bigger presence on our streets. Maybe that is hiring more police officers, putting more funding to the public services. Stop sending foreign aid and fund the police, the paramedics, the ambulance service, the NHS and the military. and get them out on the streets and have a presence. Doesn't have to be full kit, could be berets, shirt, trousers, boots, little bit of webbing, maybe body armour, just a presence to hopefully deter the knife crime. Same with the borders. Get the military on the borders, in the waters and on the French borders, and prevent the crossings. Have a deterrence. Don't just welcome them in. And start putting British citizens first when it comes to housing, when it comes to the NHS and medical, when it comes to food, when it comes to hundreds of thousands of people having an issue of possibly asylum hotels. They are saying they do not feel safe. It's not about being racist. They're just saying they do not feel safe. So why not listen to them and do something about it instead of fighting them on it? Fix the cost of living. Tell the energy companies, lower the caps. Sort out better trade deals for when it comes to food. Lower the taxes on fuel. We are taxed heavily when it comes to fuel. And respect our British culture and our heritage. But what is British culture and traditions? It's about being fair, decent and honest. The foundation of British identity. It's about everyone respecting the rule of the law. No extremism, no mob rule, just respecting the rule of law. And it's all about that community spirits. Look at the pictures from after World War II, the Falklands, the First Gulf War, the way we come together in Afghanistan and Iraq. People lying in the streets with their flags, having parties in the streets. When do you ever see that anymore? Knocking on your neighbour's door. Can I have a bit of sugar, please? I've run out. Oh, I need a quick tea bag. I need a cup of tea and I ain't got time to go to the shop. You don't see that anymore. Patriotism without shame. Being able to raise your flag without the fear of it being torn down or you being arrested. Or being told that you may upset someone else because you've raised the flag of the country. Being proud of our history and our armed forces. Be proud of what they do for us, what they have done. No one should be ever talking about defunding the military, dropping numbers of the military, taking the military away. We should be proud of having them. Our culture and traditions are backed on free speech. It's not about inciting violence, being racist, because yes, that is not wanted. But you should be able to speak your own mind, give your opinion. Your opinion is not always going to be liked by someone else. You're always going to have the left, you're always going to have the right, you're always going to have someone that thinks different to you. But it's being able to say what you think, give your opinion and have a little debate about it. Restoring public order and calmness. We have always valued stability and security in the UK and just basic common sense. But you just don't see that anymore. Then you've got our Christian heritage and holidays. And I'm not saying everyone has to be Christian. But what I'm saying is this is our foundation. So when it comes to Christmas, Easter, remembrance, it's being able to say Happy Christmas, Happy Easter, plastering it all over our towns and cities, lights and posters and whatever it is. If you're living in Britain, just adopt our sort of British cultures, our British celebrations, but also do your own as well. That's fine. But don't take ours away. And then you've got the British way of life. Heading down to the pub after a long walk in the countryside and necking a few pints. Our family values and our local communities. We are a community-based country. We love our little communities. We love helping each other out, working together, sticking together. So yes, people are fear the knife crimes, the rise in numbers in crimes, possible stabbings, bus attacks, train attacks, whatever it is. Our border security. People are not happy with how the government are currently conducting themselves, with all the scandals, the possible tax rises, the way we are just not heard. But you need to remain positive. That's once again what we do being British. We have that patience, but we always have that sense of humour, that pride and that mental ability to continue to stay happy and go on no matter how tough it gets. You speak to any foreign nation that's worked with British soldiers, they will always say their sense of humour and the way they act under pressure and hostile situations, they always conduct themselves professionally and with a smile on their face. So no matter how rubbish you think it is right now, continue to smile through it, because there will be light at the end of the tunnel. Don't let all the negativity get to you. Yes, we continue fighting non-violently. We continue talking. We're no longer the silent majority, we become the loud majority. But we stay positive. Don't let the negativity affect you. That's what it means to be British. And do we need the military on the streets? Possibly. Might not need the government to be sort of in and out by the military, but maybe just put the military on the streets, up the policing, and provide security to our people. Make them feel safe. Is this the government to do that? No. Who might be able to do that? Possibly Nigel Farage at Reform. Green Party are surging, no, but that is a future video where we discuss that. But should we see the military on the streets? Should we see the military in control of the country? That long list I've just gone through then of how we feel, what we want. Who do you think can provide that for us? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to continue to support the channel, head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk. Link is in the description. You can check out our coffee blends. Honestly, they taste amazing. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.